All right, we're back with our in-gym Metcon for Wednesday, December 2nd. We've got a short and simple sprint today, heavy deadlifts and double unders. Prescribed weight on those deadlifts, 155, 105. Also an RX Plus option today of 185, 130. Deadlift starts out with 20 reps and then 100 double unders on that jump rope. From there, we'll go down to 15 reps on the deadlift, 75 on the double unders, and then 10 reps on the deadlift, 50 on the double unders. Deadlifts today. Start with that barbell on the shin. I see people starting with the barbell away from the shin pretty often. And then even if they pull that shin to the bar, now they're too forward on their setup. So best approach here is to have those shins all the way up against the bar when you start. You don't have to drag it up your shin, but that bar should be no more than a centimeter away. Hip width on our stance as well. A lot of times people like to get out a little wide on the deads. Toes straight forward, heels right beneath those hips. From there, let's think about squeezing an orange with our armpit. Good cue I heard at a seminar recently, and that's going to help you keep that shoulder pinned down and back the way that it should be on that deadlift. So if you got an orange back here, you're making orange juice. Squeezing that orange back flat, proud chest. Make sure you feel those hamstrings load up. Drive those heels through the ground, and that bar has a perfectly straight bar path on the way up and down. So we push those hips and knees back, and then once the bar gets below the knee, we still keep the knee back, but we bend at the knee, which brings the hip down to our setup position. Full foot stays on the ground, but weight stays distributed towards the heel. Push the heel through the ground to stand. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly at the top. Try not to lean back. As you string these reps together, try not to bounce today. Soft tap, fast to the top. Soft tap, fast to the top. So if anything, I'd like to see you control that down a bit more. That tends to help keep your back in a nice flat position. Know your strengths on deadlifts. Hugely beneficial movement, but can also be tough on our back, especially if we're lifting with bad technique. If you're very confident with your deadlift, if you have no pain, then go for bigger, potentially unbroken sets on these deadlifts today. If you struggle with that motion, then I would recommend splitting up, especially that big set of 20, into 2, maybe 3 sets. After that, you'll step over to your jump rope. You've got 100 double unders. If you're doing singles today, let's go 200 singles. Basic jump rope mechanics. We'll start with singles today. Keeping those elbows close to our side, hands slightly in front of the hip, and let your body do some of the work. Every time I land, I let that be my cue to throw my wrists. So that way, I'm using the motion of my body to put that power into the rope, and that's what keeps that rope spinning. So contact, throw the wrist, contact, throw the wrists. If we get into those double unders, mechanic is still the same with our body. Make sure we're not tucking up or piking up. If you fall for that movement flaw, then it may be time to go back, practice some singles a while just to get that jump mechanic back, and then take it back into your double unders. Also, reminder on double unders, if you're newer to those and you're getting a little better, you can chain 5, 10 reps together. On a workout like this, you don't want to fight up for 100 double unders, but maybe you set a target every time. I'll do 20 double unders each time, and then I'll finish out the rest of the set with singles. After that, you go back to the bar for 15, back to the jump rope for 75, back to the bar for 10, back to the jump rope for 50. Keep a good flat back. Use the jump rope method. That's going to keep you moving most consistently. Not a lot of breaks on this workout today, so adjust load accordingly on that deadlift to keep yourself safe, as well as to keep from taking a ton of breaks. Good luck on this sprint Metcon today. We'll see you guys back on Friday for some more strength and conditioning work.